Peace and blessings, family. Sister Ajali. I have an awful lot to talk about. And I'm thinking I'm just going to upload short little shares where I speak about a topic, but I don't connect it the way that I usually do, because all things are connected, and I could literally just sit down, do a live, and it would be 2 hours long, and I don't want to do that. So the first thing I'm here to highlight is, once again, is Zero Hedge. You go to Zero Hedge because these sites are a measure of what the general white populace is planning for everybody and what they think. Now, with Zero Hedge, in no way do I regard them as the sum total of what the common white person is thinking. I know that Zero Hedge is an operative website that is meant to cull, or not cull, but to divert white people into a certain just repetitive way of thinking. That's very flattering to the common white person, but it's possible there are white people out there who can see through this nonsense. But because it's being overwhelmingly thrown at them, the racism, and white people will get on code, as everybody knows. They're not going to question the hierarchy because they want to be part of it. They will just operate silently, such as I've kind of been able to assess that the white anti-nukers are hoping they can rescue me. So they're doing little things that I'm just like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, that ain't gonna work. You just proved my point. But I don't want to get into them. I want to get into the unmitigated racist gall of suggesting Haitians give up cannibalism. I'm like, goddamn. Here's the article, and they put the link to the original website. I'm not going to read it because we know what the hell it is. But what is really just something white people will never do is highlight this dude is wearing a gigantic Freemason symbol on his shirt. I thank Dr. Shiva pointing this out on his IG page. And then right behind, look at the Red Bull. This is... bulls are not created by white people, but they are often used to symbolize Satanism just because of them damn horns. And here's Home Dude Barbecue is supposed to be his name. I mean, how ludicrous is that? But there he is flashing the goat horns. So he knows what he's about. And this thing is like, must be all 5 pounds hanging off of his neck there. This is controlled. We all know that the United States military wants to get its hands on Haiti, and this is what they do. They did it with, I can't even remember the name of the guy who was in, I don't know if it was Ghana or which African nation it was, who was supposed to, Coney, I think was his name, and he was supposed to be kidnapping the neighboring tribe's children, the daughters. And what? What? That is just so above and beyond what a full-grown man would want to be doing. And so when you look at all this madness is going on, and there's claims of cannibalism going on, and then you see this hanging on somebody's neck, you know who's controlling all of this. And you got the goat up in there, stop it. And the whole thing with cannibalism, before they took down my other channel, I did a whole video about how they were just pushing cannibalism everywhere. You see TV shows aplenty, movies on Netflix where they were just like, oh yeah, have you tried people? So I don't even want to hear this story I had highlighted is from 2018. This guy served his friends tacos made from his own amputated leg, they have a long history. You know, that right now they got that whole blood boy going on where you could bypass having to actually chew and drink somebody else's blood. You just go to the hospital and they'll just intravenously fuse you with what else are there? Fecal matter transplants where they'll just cure your cancer by inserting somebody else's colon matter in you, but they won't tell you a daggone thing about how to eat some apricot kernels and not lots of them. You don't need, if you're eating healthy overall and incorporating other things you'll find out about in my book, Furnace of Affliction, Healing, Radiation, Damage to the Human Body. I know these people, they sell a bunch of crap, literally, all over the place. I didn't write that book for that purpose. I wrote it with the methods I have encountered left, right, and center, covering how to get radiation out of your body. And so anyway, going back to the cannibalism, yeah, okay, this is them. This is them. I'm not saying that, you see, the measure is not that we have to be perfect. It's that they have to be perfect in order for us to continue to think of them as the de facto authority on anything, especially when it impacts us and this planet. Daggone staring us right in the face, the BS going on here. And notice they put this article right up here. This is where they're like, please, please, please notice these articles. So this is the one they want their victims, their subscribers, to come on in and pay attention to. And you know they love this stuff. I love you. Go get your clean on at 25,000yearscycle.org, where it's not just that I'm going to work my entire life on your behalf. It's that I'm going to put the very best of everything in what I make for you, so you don't have to keep going to the folks who obviously don't like us. Straight black pride, and we own forever. Peace and blessings.